Hi student, in this class we are going to learn lesson 3 buoyancy. What is buoyancy? The body experiences an upward force due to the fluid surrounding when it is partially or fully immersed into it. The pressure is more at the bottom and less at the top of the liquid. The pressure difference causes a force on the object act and pushes it upward. This force is called buoyant force and the phenomenon is called buoyancy. So buoyancy is positive, the object will float. Buoyancy is negative, the object will sink. Now I am going to explain buoyancy, the suitable example. So take one plastic beaker, fill the water in beaker. Then take a plastic empty water can, close the mouth of the water can. So the water can pushes in liquid vertically downward and release our hands. The water can suddenly comes vertically upward direction because we know already inside the beaker bottom pressure of the liquid is high and top pressure of the liquid is very less. So due to the pressure difference between bottom and top, the water can pushes in upward direction. So force experienced in upward direction, this is called upthrust or upward force. So the pressure difference between top and bottom, the water can comes upward direction after release our hand. This is called buoyancy force. This phenomenon is called buoyant. Now take one metal sphere, drop inside the beaker. The metal sphere goes down vertically. It cannot comes upward. The metal sphere sink because the density of metal sphere is more. That is, weight of the metal sphere is more than that of liquid water. So that the metal sphere sink. So the metal sphere has less buoyancy, so buoyant is negative. Now take one plastic ball, drop inside the liquid. The plastic ball float, it cannot sink because the weight of the plastic ball is less than that of fluid. That is, density of the plastic ball is less than that of fluid density. So it cannot float, it cannot sink, it can float. So the plastic ball has high buoyancy force. So the plastic ball positive buoyant, it can sink. Now we are going to learn Archimedes principle. So take a beaker, fill the water, then take a one stone, drop into the beaker. So the stone drop to the beaker, it displaces some amount of water. That amount of water is pick up in a small beaker. Put the weight. The weight of water displaced by the object is equal to weight of the object dropped into the fluid. So, Archimedes' principle states that when a body is partially or fully, completely immersed in a fluid. What is fluid? Fluid means liquid and gas are called fluid. Immersed in a liquid at rest, it experiences an upthrust, that is upward force, which is equal to weight of the fluid displaced by the object. So this is called Archimedes principle. Archimedes principle is consequence of Pascal law. So in our day-to-day life, many things is works according to the Archimedes principle. For example, a ship can travel in sea. It cannot sink. It can float, because when traveling ship, the ship displaces some amount of water. So the ship weight is equal to the ship displaced by the water weight. So the ship can travel on the sea. It cannot sink. Then law of flotation. First, the weight of the floating body in a fluid is equal to weight of the fluid displaced by the body. Second law, the center of gravity of the floating body and center of buoyancy are the same vertical line. Now we are going to learn density rho. The mass per unit volume of a given substance is called density. Density equal to mass by volume. The density symbol rho equal to mass m by volume v. The unit of density is kilogram per meter cube or kg meter power minus 3 as relative density. The ratio of density of substance to density of water at 0 degrees Celsius. Relative density equal density of substance by density of water 4 degree Celsius. It has no unit. Next, floating and sinking. Whether an object float or sink in a liquid is determined by the density of the body compared to the density of the liquid. For example, take a piece of wood, a stone, drop into the fluid liquid. A piece of wood will float, a stone will sink, because density of piece of wood is less than that of density of liquid, so it can float. Density of stone is greater than that of density of liquid, a stone will sink. So the body will sink or float can determine by the density of the liquid compared to the density of the object.